Ever wondered if there could be a lost continent, submerged and forgotten by time? Well, enter Lemuria, a hypothetical land that has been the subject of many debates. This lost land, as some refer to it, is said to be located somewhere in the vast expanses of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Its existence, though unproven, has led to countless discussions and theories that continue to intrigue many, so buckle up, history buffs, as we delve into the past. Let's embark on a journey that stretches back in time to the first mention of Lemuria. Our story begins in the 19th century, in the mind of a man named Ernst Haeckel. Ernst Haeckel, a German biologist, philosopher, and artist, was a man of many talents. But perhaps one of his most intriguing contributions was the proposal of a long-lost continent, a land he named Lemuria. Haeckel hypothesized the existence of Lemuria to reconcile a biological conundrum that puzzled scientists of his time. You see, there was an intriguing pattern observed in the distribution of certain types of lemurs, primates native to Madagascar. These lemurs were found in Madagascar and India, but not in the lands in between. This posed a perplexing question: how could these creatures have migrated across vast oceans? Haeckel proposed the answer: Lemuria, a sunken landmass that once bridged Madagascar and India, providing a pathway for these lemurs to disperse. It was a bold hypothesis, one that sought to explain the inexplicable with the existence of a lost continent. But the hypothesis of Lemuria was not just about lemurs, it was also about humans. Haeckel theorized that Lemuria was the cradle of humankind, the place where human evolution began. Yet it's important to note that Haeckel's theory was based on limited evidence. There was no geological proof of Lemuria's existence, and his theory was not universally accepted. Haeckel's theory, while based on limited evidence, sparked a fascination that would endure for centuries. From the pages of scientific discourse, Lemuria leapt into the realm of fiction and metaphysics. The allure of a lost continent, teeming with ancient wisdom and mystical power, proved irresistible for authors and artists alike. As scientists debated its existence, Lemuria began to take shape in the world of literature, particularly in works of fantasy and adventure. The 19th century saw a surge in Lemurian literature. One of the most notable instances was H.P. Blavatsky's The Secret Doctrine, where she proposed that Lemurians were the third root race, preceding our own. Her work, deeply rooted in esoteric concepts, painted a picture of Lemurians as psychic beings of immense spiritual power. And thus a new narrative emerged, one that cast Lemuria not just as a lost continent but as a lost world of enlightened beings. This narrative was picked up and expanded upon by the Theosophical Society, a group dedicated to exploring the unexplained realms of science, philosophy, and spirituality. They latched onto the idea of Lemuria as a spiritual and mystical location, a place where human consciousness was at its peak. Their writings and teachings further popularized Lemuria, infusing it with a sense of spiritual significance that resonated with many. In the realm of popular culture, Lemuria has been the setting for many works of fiction, from novels to comic books. It has served as a backdrop for epic adventures, a land of lost tribes, and a source of ancient wisdom. Writers have used it as a springboard for exploring themes of lost civilizations, ancient knowledge, and the potential for human evolution. Lemuria's allure also extends to the world of music and film. Bands like Therion have released albums inspired by Lemuria, while films like Atlantis, The Lost Empire, have drawn upon Lemurian concepts, albeit indirectly. While science moved on, the idea of Lemuria stayed alive in the hearts of dreamers and storytellers. The tale of a sunken continent, lost in the mists of time, continues to captivate us, offering an endless well of inspiration for those who dare to dream. In the modern era, the scientific community has largely dismissed the existence of Lemuria. The consensus is that it was a fascinating hypothesis, but one that was ultimately rendered obsolete by the progression of science. One of the striking advancements that debunked Lemuria was the understanding of plate tectonics and continental drift. These geological concepts provided clear explanations for the distribution of species and the movement of landmasses, phenomena that Ernst Haeckel once attributed to the lost continent of Lemuria. But here's the catch. Even in the face of scientific dismissal, Lemuria has not faded into obscurity. Quite the contrary. The idea of a submerged ancient civilization continues to capture the imagination of many. Why is that, you might ask? Well, for starters, it's a tale of mystery and adventure, of a world lost to time and the sea. It's a story that stirs our curiosity and fuels our dreams. Moreover, Lemuria has found its way into various forms of media, from books and films to video games, cementing its place in popular culture. It has become a symbol of the unknown, of the tantalizing possibilities that lie beneath the surface of our understanding. So, while the scientific community may have moved on from Lemuria, the world at large certainly has not. It remains a captivating concept, a source of intrigue and inspiration. Whether real or imagined, Lemuria persists as a compelling enigma. In the end, what are we to make of Lemuria? We've delved into Haeckel's theory, a fascinating proposition of a lost land bridging continents. We've explored Lemuria's profound influence on literature and culture, a testament to its captivating allure. We've scrutinized modern views, revealing a spectrum of belief and skepticism, yet the enigma persists. The final verdict remains elusive, much like Lemuria itself. Perhaps the true value of Lemuria lies not in its physical existence, but in its enduring ability to inspire wonder and curiosity.